Hold on. Did Hobie really put this basic ass fit in S? S? Yo, what's up, guys? This is Cyborg with an I. This is my second channel. Link to my first channel in the description. This is a channel that I use where I just make random videos, like reaction videos or stuff that I would consider not my main content. So if you would please, I would like if you were to check my other stuff out. Again, link in the description. Again, I was just scrolling through YouTube and I caught this video by Jellymoth ranking every Zoro outfit. Now I'm a pretty huge One Piece fan, and I think that I would like to see this list, you know, especially with my recent videos that I've been making with these tier lists. Yeah, I want to judge another person's tier list. But hopefully this is all in good fun. And yeah, you know, let's hop right into the video.
Over the years, I've made some pretty controversial videos. Even so, the support I've gotten on those kinds of things is overwhelmingly positive. I'm talking 98% positive.
Wait, what is... Hold on. Are Gojo and Get Okay? Oh my god. Yo, I gotta see that fucking video. Oh shit, dude.
On a video created to spark a little bit of outrage, that's insanely good. In fact, of everything I've ever made, only one video has below a 95% like to dislike ratio. And oddly, it isn't from me ripping your favorite mask.
I've already in one of my videos I have a 75%. But that's just because I have 3 likes on a video and 1 dislike, so maybe I just don't have that many people looking at my stuff. Please go watch my other videos.
Shots apart or calling your favorite series mid? No. It was last year.
There's a ranking every Luffy outfit. I might have to look at that.
Reading through One Piece and spent a few weeks looking through and ranking every outfit Monkey D. Luffy has donned over the nearly 30 years of One Piece we've been blessed with. And all things considered, the video did very well. But what surprised me was that this has, by far, the most pushback of anything I've ever made. It's safe to say that fashion in One Piece is, rather unexpectedly, an incredibly divisive topic. So what better way to capitalize on that controversy than to keep the ball rolling with the Straw Hat Pirates' first mate? Depending on who you ask, Zoro has arguably the hardest fits on the crew, so much like its predecessor, I think this video is likely going to step on some toes and rile some people up. And I love it. Go ahead and stay mad. I'm genuinely dreading the next video because I don't particularly fancy ranking 100 different bikinis.
No. Oh my god, when he makes this video, I'm going to have to watch this. Especially because the Nami fits go pretty hard. And I'll talk about my favorite Nami fit in that video. But damn. I really gotta check these out.
So while we can, let's enjoy ranking our favorite Moss Heads get-ups. And there's only one place to start.
Okay, I think before he starts his ranking, I think my favorite outfit for Zoro is the I mean, I really like it's post time skip outfit. I think it's pretty cool. Really fan of the Dressrosa one, you know, with the suit and the mustache. That was pretty cool. I also liked Alabasta, and of course, you know, Eddie's Lobby. Those are some pretty good fits.
I put Luffy's standard fit in C tier, which some people had issues with, but I stand by it, and likely I'll put every Straw Hat's OG fit here as well. It always makes for a nice control, something to base all our other rankings.
Nah, but like, look at him, dog. Like, I could go out there and I could get that fit, and then imagine rocking up to the club. You got the little Haramaki, and or actually the Haramaki's that thing.
Rankings around, such as there is an undeniable swag to Arlong Park Zoro.
You know what? Actually, the Hawaiian shirt does go pretty crazy. I'm a pretty big fan of that.
He's been obsessed with Hawaiian shirts lately, but Zoro's been rocking them for 20 years pretty steady. And you can tell that it's not just a good shirt, it's specifically Zoro wearing it that makes it so good. Look at this LA bum trying to pull it off and simply drowning in the normalcy. But when a real Roronoa has that shit on, it's like, wow, we get it, man, you look good. Also, this is one of the few plot-significant outfits in this series. When I look at this attire, I don't just see a cool outfit, I vividly remember Arlong undoing Zoro's bandages as he holds him up by the neck and being nearly sick at the sight of the horrible wound that Mihawk gave him, the one that reopened during his fight with Hachan. Any fit that gives me goosebumps recalling an entire scene as epic as this is an immediate A tier in my book.
Okay. Yeah,
Drum Island Zoro is pretty respectable. I was thinking that it doesn't totally suit him.
Low-key, a banger fit. For me, this would be up there. I don't know where he's gonna put it, but I've always liked the green. I whenever I see characters wearing green, I'm a pretty big fan. I just like how fuzzy it is, you know, like I like to wear a lot of jackets, a lot of long sleeve stuff. So I would rock something like that.
But then I remember that that's because he stole it off a guy after jumping him because he was aura farming like a 14-year-old in the Midwest, wearing shorts in below 10 weather and pretending it doesn't faze him while he's shivering out of his Roshis. I was gonna say B, but really, this is not better than his OG fit. Plus, hundreds of low-level soldiers were all rocking.
Nah, dude, this is a pretty sleeper fit, dog. Like, shit, on Zoro, it looks pretty, because he doesn't have the stupid hat that all the other Walpole soldiers have. Like, shit.
In this same fit. And nothing above C tier should be mass produced. It's gotta be something one of a kind and uniquely Zoro. Something like...
It looks like it fits him though, you know? It's like we don't get a whole lot of like arms covered Zoro lately, you know, and whenever that happens, like he's just good, bro. He looks good.
Have you ever had a brightly colored pair of shoes that you loved, and so you used any and every excuse to wear them out of the house, but because of their color, it was kind of hard to match them with anything? Like you got some fire-ass purple Jordans, but you can only wear them with this yellow shirt that you got to make it look good, stuff like that. That's Zoro's everyday life. Whatever he wears has to coordinate to his bright green hair, and so far, Alabasta Zoro does the most in that category. He has used layering to directly upgrade his standard fit. The orange hood offsets his green hair and adds visual interest, and the animal print coat really balances everything out. The only thing I don't really like is his tore up pant leg, which I think is from him trying to saw his legs off a few islands ago, but I think I can look past that and grant this our first S tier.
I think the fit's good. Like, if I'm being honest, I would actually rate the Drum Island fit over the Alabasta one. I don't know if that's sacrilegious, but you know, I really like the other fit.
I believe I put Luffy's post-Alabasta fit in B tier, and for the same reasons, I think Zoro's belongs.
Nah, bro. Look, Zoro's wearing like the same shirt that I'm wearing, dude. He also has like it's I wouldn't say a dress. Well, I guess it would be some sort of garb that doesn't have, like, they're not pant legs. And I don't know, man, when I saw this at the end, I kind of just thought they looked like a bum, dude. Like, I don't like this fit. I would put this one like D tier.
Belongs there as well. It looks comfy, cool, and fits the person wearing it. For a swordsman, I think long flowy clothes really fit, and the kid always looks good in black. One Piece theory crafters be like, in Skypiea, Zoro clearly wears goggles. This must mean that Zoro is secretly working for the Revolutionary Army.
I found my lucky goggles.
All jokes aside, Skypiea Zoro is special to me, man. And it's not just his lucky goggles.
Those just look like regular...
I mean, it's like a basic fit. Like, homie just put on a blue tank top. I don't know. I think it's fine. Like, I'm not hating it.
The goggles.
Not like the Alabasta post.
I think Zoro should wear these things more often, in all honesty. The guy cuts people in half and can even cut steel, magma, and whatever else you might throw his way. He's bound to get blood or shrapnel or something in his eyes at some point, being a short-distance fighter. And nowadays, with only one eye, that could be a serious blow. I wouldn't be mad if he put a pair of goggles on every time he locked in instead of his bandana. There's a reason Oda brought these back in the current arc. Some may call me crazy, but I think we've got another S already. Skypiea Zoro is the perfect intersection to me of simple and
Hold on, did Hobie really put this basic ass fit in S? S? Bro, Hobie just walked up to the H&M, saw the blue fucking tank top, and was like, yeah, bro, I'll rock that shit. And homie is gassing that up when... oh my god.
Classic, but also new and badass. Much like Alabasta, we're looking at a direct upgrade to base Zoro here with this outfit. For that alone, I think I'm gonna go A. I don't think yellow particularly suits the guy.
The fact that Skype Zoro is higher than the Enies lobby outfit. That I wanted to get that little shirt. I thought that shirt is like lit, dude. I would unironically wear that, you know? Like anywhere. And nobody would get the reference, and I would be the only one, but like oh my god.
Guy, but also yellow is such an inoffensive color that I don't really think anybody looks bad in it. Last video, I kept making fun of Luffy for mix and matching yellow and red, which, yes, does make sense. I know what colors his hat are, guys. I just don't find the McDonald's colorway all that appealing. I thought I was pretty clear about that last time, but I can't even understate just how many comments I got along the lines of, "Oh, so you hate the color yellow, huh?"
I really gotta watch that Luffy video, dude. Shit. Like, I guess, you know, if this video gets a lot of likes, 100 likes, and I'll watch the other video. Yeah.
Hey, this asshole hates the color yellow. Get it? No, 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 no. Now we've got Post Enies Lobby or Galley Law Zoro. Pretty much every Straw Hat has a Galley Law variant, most of which boil down to a t-shirt. I do ever so barely prefer this over his bog standard outfit because I think the guy looks better in black than white. But at the end of the day, it's just a tee. Tees get B's for me's.
Oh, but fucking Skype's tank top though.
Oh god. So for all of you cringe manga onlys who have soft hands and can't handle a little color and music and a tad bit of abysmal pacing, this is Mama. She lives on Water 7, and one day Zoro got lost there and found himself.
I mean, even as an anime watcher, I skipped this. I'm not familiar with this filler. I don't think I've seen another filler past G8. Actually, no, that's not true. There's a random filler where I think it's right around Dressrosa. I don't know if it's before or after, but they bump into like some circus guy who wants to capture Chopper. Well, I think it has to be before Dressrosa then, because Chopper's there. But yeah, that filler is also pretty bad.
Himself working as one of her employees in her orphanage. He got his ass beat and basically adopted by Mama, becoming her new eldest son. It's a long story involving these kids Michael and Hoichel. The fuck is One Piece even about, bro? Yada yada.
It's Michael and Hoichel, dude. Come on.
Regardless, all of this leads to Zoro wearing a medium Mama shirt from the Baby Gap, and I kinda love it. This really is the origin story of Zoro's maternal instincts for Chopper. Sure, the manga might be the truest and realest way to experience the story, but did you guys get 3 toddler style? No, I don't think you did. A tier. Thriller Bark peak mentioned Zoro is a bit of a special case. Firstly, I'm not counting his rags torn to shreds because we already covered his standard outfit, rest in piss. I'm also not counting his zombies fit because that's not really Zoro, now is it? What we're discussing is the outfit Zoro finishes Thriller Bark wearing.
I think it looks nice. I like the button-up shirt layout with the collar. That's normally what I like to wear when I go out and stuff like that. So I think Zoro kind of rocks that.
You know, what he gets to wear after nothing happens. I don't really have much to say. It's just his Enies Lobby fit, but dark gray, and he's covered in bandages. I think I'm gonna go B. Let's fill out that tier a little bit.
I can
Sabaody, or Shabandi for all you legends out there, is an arc where Zoro dresses a bit like a bucket of popcorn, similar to Luffy's Stampede fit.
I don't think I
These
like
two
that
idiots would look perfectly at home in, I don't know, a carnival, which to me seems a little fitting. I loved Stampede Luffy, enough to give him my number 8 spot in my overall Luffy ranking. But there's a small but key difference as to why I don't like Zoro's to the same degree. And that's because of the fit. Not the outfit, but the way that it fits. Now, I'm not a fashion designer, and I can't even sew, but just from a character design standpoint, I don't like the fit of this shirt.
Yeah,
it doesn't look very comfortable. It simultaneously looks too tight and too long. Also, some people can rock stripes, and some can't. That's all I'm gonna say. Like most things, it looks a little cooler in the manga, but for some reason I'm kind of conflicted. I don't know, it's no Mama Zoro. Top of B. Gloom Island Zoro is the exact same as Thriller Bark Zoro with one main exception. Instead of having minor bandages, he has a whole turtleneck made of them. You might think this would be kind of negligible, but I think this really elevates the fit, at least up to an A tier. But what I find curious is that Zoro got sent to Gloom Island wearing his Sabaody clothes, and having nothing else on him. When he wakes up, his swords are missing due to Perona, the only other person on the island. At first, I was going to make some sort of joke about Perona keeping Zoro's shirt from Thriller Bark and dressing him back in it after bandaging him up, but that's impossible because Zoro didn't even wear this shirt on Thriller Bark until Perona was already teleported to Gloom Island herself. My best guess is that Perona thought the carnival outfit was rightfully a little stupid, and so she sewed him a new one. That or this is Mihawk's shirt, and Perona raided his closet while he was gone. Honestly, I don't know which scenario I like more.
I'll
What's
go
your
with that
headcanon?
That's the better one.
Yeah, no sugar, no salt. Kuma Zoro is a solid and strong S tier.
Yeah, I go with
Kuma
that.
is my goat, and clearly Zoro looks up to.
I think this right here is why it's S tier. You know, pro to top 5 One Piece waifus.
Him too for cosplaying the guy. Zoro wanted this, by the way. This was consensual. Big Zosan doesn't want you to know this, but Zoro actually really likes getting stuffed into this thing and used by an alt girl. Listen, don't blame me. She's a top 10 freak straight from Freak Island having a freak off with a man who clearly loves this. I mean, he is having a blast. He is having the time of his life in there. Look at him go. This is an S tier if I've ever seen it, and nothing is going to change
living
my
all
mind.
our dreams, dude. Shit.
All right, finally, back to some hot takes. Post-time skip Zoro is a C tier. It's not bad in any.
Nah, dude. Nah, there's no way. That's a pretty strong A, bro. Zoro came back like fucking, like with this shit on fire, dude. Let me tell you. I don't know if I could get down with this, dude.
Anyway, it just does not feel special to me. Maybe that's because of how much I've seen it, but it's a pretty lateral move from his standard outfit. C tier is not bad, by the way. It's the dead center of the tier list. C is the average. Above C, and it's good. Below C, and it's bad. Dead on C, and it's just this.
Mediocre?
I mean, you're telling that is not mediocre, but that shit is fire, dude. That shit is like, when I picture Zoro, that's what I see, you know? Like that's just how he is, bro. You show somebody a picture of Zoro like that, dude, they're, oh yeah, you know, Zoro looks cool, bro. He's like the cool one, right? And the outfit does a lot for him.
Nothing to write home about. I like the silhouette that it gives him, but it might be a little bit too much green for my liking, if that's possible. I think it looks way better when he wears.
I guess that's true. I am a huge fan of green. I really like green.
Is it down? But like, if your clothes look better when they're half off, maybe it's really not that great of a fit, you know? I'm so shocked this is only our third one in C tier, and there's nothing below this so far. Maybe Zoro's outfits are way less of a mixed bag than Luffy's after all. Only time will tell. Punk Hazard Zoro is just post-time skip Zoro, but with a big giant fur coat that he probably stole off some guy. I can't quite remember where he got it.
That's
Regardless, the layering is doing the guy a favor. It didn't magically make this the hardest fit in the series, but the big coat does add to it. Makes it a lot less green forward, adds a lot of layering and some visual interest. A clear step up. B tier.
Nah, bro, there's no way. There's no way homie likes the fucking mite infested looking coat from a trash pile over his post time skip outfit, dude. Oh, yikes, yikes.
Punk Hazard is a total blur to me, and I do not recall how he ditched this one jacket and got another. He probably swam through the ocean of hellfire, then robbed another loser blind of his clothes off his back, who cares? But this one is just not as cool as even the standard post-time skip outfit. Feels kind of evil to me because of how generous I've been today, but I think this is our first D tier. This subtracts from even the PTS outfit from me. Sure, the layering is nice, but they really double down on that evergreen, and the introduction of the brown fur is not exactly complementing the look to me. There's still 2 tiers below this, by the way. A D is not the worst grade. Hell, it's still passing. This just isn't really my cup of tea. It's basically something we already had, but slightly worse and definitely less memorable. In the Dressrosa arc, the Monster Trilogy, all through...
Okay, I'll forgive this man for his other takes. If Suit Zoro gets an S. If Suit Zoro does not get an S...
Through some of the hardest fits this side of the Grand Line. Oh, and Law, too. Luffy had Lucy, Sanji had his Uncle Rizzler, and Zoro's rocking whatever the hell you'd like to call this. I'll tell you what I call it. S tier.
Yes!
When he ditches the mustache, though,
The homie's a meta culture. Let's go.
to have his hype moments in Aura, it drops down to like a C tier. It's just a suit. Listen, Kitty
But it's good on him, though. That's the thing.
Zoro doesn't completely blow my socks off, but it's Zoro cosplaying as a cat cosplaying as Zoro. This is his persona. Oda wasn't man enough to have Zoro fight Pika wearing this. That's the real hype moments in Aura.
That would have legit been hype, dude. Let me tell you. Cause imagine like you're explaining like, hey bro, One Piece is pretty peak, dude. You show that shit to like, I don't know, a Naruto fan, they're gonna be like, this is your show? Yes, this is my show.
Three claw style. But what am I, a fucking monster? It's a kitty. A tier.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty
Now
cool.
on to Zoro no Zoro. Or
I don't remember this
Zozo.
one.
Wait, bro, what is this? Blue Zoro?
Blue t-shirt?
The kid wants to be Bluefy so bad. Lord help me. You're not him, bro. F. Zoro and Wano go together like
Cool.
Frankie and Freaky, and what really shows that is the 7, count 'em, 7 outfits he wears in that one single arc. Let's speedrun him, shall we? This looks like a hospital gown, or when Squidward pretended to be a ghost. Nobody remembers this. Stop
I
aura
don't.
farming, E tier.
I can agree
This
with
one's
that.
okay, but what's with the gears on his cloak? Zoro is a mere cog, confirmed, B tier.
I don't think I would have put that in B. For me, I don't like that one very much. I think that's more of like a C, C or D.
Boring, but oddly effective, another B.
I
B
do
again,
like that.
lateral move.
That was
Humble goat takes a nap so Sanji can carry the arc. Wano is totally gonna be Zoro's arc, guys. Punished Zoro gets an E for yikes, this guy is washed. Why is
Dog, he fought somebody who literally couldn't take damage, bro. And he won. He just had to figure out what race he was.
every fit cooler with bandages though? A tier.
True.
For Beast Pirate Zoro, I think I'm gonna also have to go A tier. It's effective, and if there's
He does rock it. I think it looks very nice.
one Straw Hat pirate that is a beast more than any other, it's not Chopper, that's for sure. I think what keeps it out of S to me is that it simply does not hit as hard as Beast Pirate Luffy. I think it's the lack of a nice pop of color. Because as nice as this looks, it just kind of feels like a diet Elbaf fit. The Zoro fans are going to have a field day with this one, but I don't really think his Egghead Island outfit is all that. To be fair though, I think a lot of the Egghead outfits are not very good, despite it being one of my favorite arcs in the series.
I don't like Luffy's outfit. I guess I don't like the skirt. The skirt like kind of fits really, but yeah. I mean, this is like a solid. I think it's more of like a B to me for the Egghead Zoro. I think it's cool, but I don't think it's like the best.
E tier. You'll see why in
And I'm not a fan of boots. The rocket boots. I think they're they're kind of whatever.
subsequent parts, but we've pretty much already reached the Egghead peak in this series with Luffy. When Luffy wears a dress, it's empowering, but when Zoro wears tights, it's like, big dog, put some pants on. Overall, my biggest problem with the Egghead fits is that they're what I would imagine a 13-year-old boy would see as cool. This is some middle school swag. If you squint, what you're going to see is the most
I
2015
agree
outfit
with
of all
that. I
time.
agree
The
with that.
puffer with the tags and the buckles, the joggers, and the one-piece equivalent of the Starfish Retro 13s. Egghead is supposed to have the fashion of the future, man. If we're all back to wearing Roshis and Nike socks in 500 years, just put a bullet in my head now, bro. So
Nah, bro. As somebody who went to a majority Hispanic high school, that was just the fit, bro.
all the Elbaf fits are in a bit of a strange position because they aren't really clothes, they're toys. The Straw Hats woke up in a Lego dollhouse after being fucked up on absinthe in clothes that a giant put on them. There's like
Sure.
one regular-sized guy on the whole damn island, so it's pretty safe to say that these are kit-bashed Barbie clothes. Zoro here looks like he's wearing an action figure's belt and two bottle cap pauldrons. That doesn't really excuse the fit though. These goggles are stupid, unlike his classic Lucky ones.
I found my lucky goggles.
I'm gonna say D tier. He looks like you gave somebody
I
10
think it's
bucks and sent
fine.
them into a thrift store with the mission
I
to
put it
come
in
out
C.
looking like a Shrek villain. Now time for some filler. This is what Zoro would wear
Alright.
if he got lost in the show The Secret Saturdays. Kick ass. S tier.
Okay, I wouldn't put that S tier. If I put it A, kind of looks hype, but like yeah.
This is the most boring outfit of the day and will surely be lost to the sands of time.
Oh, but blue tank top, the white tank top Zoro, boring. Blue tank top Zoro.
Throw this one in the fallibility of memory tier. This is kind of cartoonish and goofy, but also I really like it. It feels incredibly distinct from everything else here
I've
today.
never seen that, but
This
it
could have
does-
replaced one of his 17
I think I do
Wano
like
fits for
that
me
one.
easily. S tier. Criminal shirt. Reminded of Papagoo's existence. Day ruined.
What's wrong with Papa Girl? You know, he's lit, dude. He's got a fucking brand, bro. The Crimin brand. Do you not rock the Crimin brand?
F tier. Much better beach Zoro than the spa Zoro, but dude, take that thing off. We're trying to have fun here at the pool, and he's got an 100% wool sash on. This kid was not loved enough at a young age. C. This is just
Okay,
that
that's kinda
Wano
funny.
Zoro, but slightly better. B. It's a miracle that I like the Skypea look because dark blue does not flatter Zoro. This shirt is 3 sizes too small. The collar is too big. Camo looks terrible. D. Dreadful.
I mean, I think I actually kind of like the camo on that. but
This is like a total B tier. It looks
was that the Impossible Game song? What the fuck?
fine, but I swear on my straw hat that if his Harumaki was black, this would have been an instant S tier. 12th opening Zoro, huh? Why is his hood connected to his shirt and not his jacket? That pisses me off more than it probably should, and I'd like to forget that this one exists. I sentence you to E tier.
Okay, that's
First
kinda funny.
movie fit of the day, and it's a nice, simple, clean B. Why
It's
is bro walking around with a towel around his neck like it's a fashion statement? Boy, get your ass back
Cause he's got a bar mitzvah to go to, bro.
in the
Come on.
closet. E tier. Look at this goober. E tier.
I've never seen this Zoro before. What the fuck? Oh my god, he looks like a fucking kid. Dude, I can't.
What is he even disguised as here, genuinely? I guess I'll find out when I finally watch the
Fish.
movies.
Oh,
This
it's
could
a
be the
penguin.
stupidest thing ever, or something really awesome and funny. I don't know. So screw it. C. What am I saying? This is a D. Movie 6, aka the one with all the
mean.
pretty animation and all those Zoro Sanji gifs, is host to 3 Zoro designs that I was too lazy to separate into their own entries. But lucky for us, they're all B tier. My favorite of the bunch is this one with the baggy maroon shirt. Genuinely
I think I have that shirt. I mean, I guess you could just do this shirt, but like, you know. I got the Zoro shirt now.
one of the most chill and comfortable things I've ever seen this guy wear. Who let this boy leave the house looking like Kill Bill from the Dollar Tree? Jokes aside, I quite like the yellow here, by the way. Once again, I do not hate the color yellow. I do not hate any colors. But see, when you're mixing them, you gotta strike a balance. Good job, Zoro. Solid B tier. Stripes on stripes.
Cool.
Clearly dressed himself hungover. Sloppy work, man. D tier.
I'm not
You
a
probably
big
couldn't
fan of
pay
that
me
one.
to come up with something interesting to say here about this one, but it's not bad at all. See?
I mean, it looks like a pirate.
I'm already sick of seeing Zoro in suits, but at least this one fits well. C. I did
put it
not
in B.
know that one of the One Piece movies was entirely 3D, but the idea of watching a whole movie of a One Piece PS3 game's cutscenes is the kind of fever dream that I can get behind. Unfortunately, this looks like the Straw Hats started watching Monday Night Raw, and Zoro got subconsciously influenced to dress more like the guy who always wins, John Cena. C tier. Can you imagine how much
I
the
kinda
Straw
like
Hats would
that,
like
actually.
WWE? I can't even fathom that. They would eat that shit up. Movie 12, also known as Film Z, gave us an incredibly mixed bag of Zoro designs,
that
starting with
fit's
this,
kinda-
what I'd call
kinda
Tim
hit.
Burton Zoro. He's
Kinda
got a very
lit.
desaturated look to him, down to his Haramaki, which is usually bright green. I've said this about a dozen times in a dozen ways, but Zoro looks good in black. I mean, hey, they don't call the kid Blackleg Zoro for no reason. I wish the guy'd put an undershirt on, but hey, if I had abs like that, I might dress kind of like a loser too. A tier. Oh shit, we did it, we made it. The worst Zoro ever! And to tell you why, let me explain what these 4 letters mean. Don't give a fuck. One Piece is chock full
know.
of fake degaffers. In this world, you either gaff or you degaff. Almost all, quote, degaffers in One Piece, Dadan, Law, Mihawk, Sanji, they all pretend not to gaff, but when the going gets rough, they gaff more than anybody else. They aren't hard, they're soft deep in their core. But the reason I think many people like Zoro is because he is a real and true de-gaffer. He does not gaff. He's not after girls
That's true.
or money. There is like 3 specific things that he cares about, and everything else is a little trivial. So you look at this picture and tell me what you see. I see a hipster wearing glasses with no sunglass lenses.
I don't know, bro. I think it's cool. Like if the glasses, like he looks nice as as a straight male. I could be like, yo, this guy's pretty cool, pretty hype.
As seen
like
in the
the
other 2
shirt.
outfits in this movie, Zoro does not need glasses. This is a clear as day 2012 millennialism. He is wearing non-prescription or even lensless glasses. That is the least degaff thing you could possibly do.
I don't know, man. To me, I've definitely seen worse. Like the fact that if these were long pants, I think it would be a better fit. But they have a drawstring, so they're like joggers. So that kind of lowers it. But I'd still give it like a low B. I don't think it's awful.
In fashion. I can confidently say with my whole chest that Zoro would never go out of his way to wear this. You might think you're owning me by saying, oh, well, what about his Elbaf glasses? He wears those even though they're fake. And I say, how dare you? You are wrong. He is such a de-gaffer that he just doesn't gaff enough to take them off. He never put these on. He woke up with them. This outfit is an affront to Roronoa Zoro and Eiichiro Oda. And thankfully, the guy that designed this, they got him.
What does that mean?
I liked him too.
Wait, what do you mean they got him?
He used to share his.
Here and there,
I didn't know that.
Oda, or whoever else is drawing them for whatever project this is for, will draw the Straw Hats like real, honest-to-God pirates. This is an excellent example. This is truly wonderful. It's especially cool to see the pirate
I think
hunter
that's nice.
fully embrace who he was always meant to be. I wouldn't be mad if this was the outfit he finished this series with. S tier.
That's a very
Again,
nice one.
why is he dressed like the
agree with
doctor
that.
of thugonomics? Lukewarm take, but can't.
Oh my god, bro. Oh god, dude, it's the kid from ROTC, bro.
Camo on Zoro looks terrible. It always reminds me of that Make the Grand Line Great Again picture. F tier. This is a good look. Ain't no two ways about it. Probably a low S even. Suits on Zoro can be a huge swing and a miss depending on how well it fits him, but this one might be the cream of the crop. And better than the fit of it, the actual style
like
looks
it.
great. I would have been happy to see a well-fitting, boring black and white penguin suit on this guy, but giving us something that actually fits and looks fantastic, it's great. Okay, so get this. I was totally about to compliment this freaky leather Zoro because the freak piece is real. But then I noticed that this is just the white casino outfit minus the overcoat. This guy is constantly ready to freak out, three tongues style. I like that. S tier.
Hell yeah, bro.
This is
shit's
something.
pretty hype.
I feel like I should hate it, but I don't. His sleeves are kind of
I'll hate it. This is I don't know what the fuck these are. These are disgusting. I
slutted
do
out.
not
He's got
like
these
them.
lingerie slits in them to let the arms breathe, rocking the shorts so everybody can see those nasty ankle scars, and he's negating all of that unholiness with this cross-patterned cloth. This looks comfy and nice. I can't tell if he's gonna sit out by the pool, or if he's wearing this to the gala, or to bed, or to the club, or what, but that is versatility. Shocking A tier.
No, dude.
Stampede's
That shit's
second
awful.
Zoro is basically Heart of Gold Zoro if it was awesome. He's got two flask holders in these pants. A tier.
Homie came to party.
Something about this screams British to me. D tier.
Thank you. I thought this shit looked awful. Let me tell you.
Panic at the Disco music video Zoro. D tier.
I think I'd put that in C. It looks fine.
Genuinely refuse to believe that this is official art. He looks like a Redbubble t-shirt model. That shit is 100% polyester. I know his ass is chafing in that. F tier. What is Zoro Gira of the Uso Dabadan 3 villains? Oh, it's a
What?
Chopper Man thing? Let's check this out. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Sacred Technique 3S style. What the f?
Hell yeah.
Now on to the color spread Zoros. But let me save you some time, because 90% of them are some combination of XXS t-shirts and striped pants for some reason. I don't know what it is, but they really love dressing this guy up in stripes. It would be a serious waste of time to go through every single one of these, so I've handpicked 20 of them for us to look through and add to the chart.
Okay.
Coolest samurai fit so far. Zoro looks so good with tattoos that it's insane. I would love to see him get at least a Straw Hat Jolly Roger on his back by the end of this series.
I think it's
S tier.
fine.
Coat half on because you don't give a fuck. I don't care what y'all say. This is hard. A tier. Genuinely the best composed fit on this entire list so far. You, yes, you could wear this outside right now and look amazing. S tier.
I could wear the fucking... Which one was I saying? That I don't even remember which one I said that I wanted to wear. Because I lost it in translation, basically.
Zoro with a white coat. B tier.
It's fine.
I don't like Zoro in camo, but I do like him in military clothing. B tier.
Okay. I
Striped
can get down with
shirt
that.
this time, huh? Switching things up. This looks like slice of life Zoro. Now I'm thinking about Yotsuba. B just for that. Playing ball with these flat foot nines is diabolical. Close your legs, you musty moss ball. D tier.
Nah, dude.
This
you can't
very vividly
disrespect
reminds
him.
me of something, but I can't remember what. This looks like something a low-level GTA Online player would have been wearing in 2013. This looks like something a Minecraft YouTuber from 2012 would wear. or some irate video game nerd from 2011. This looks like a Scott Pilgrim background character from 2010. What I'm trying to say is that this is dated. I hate this. E tier.
Nah, bro. He's rocking the Billy Joel. Dude.
I feel like we don't see Zoro in orange too much. This is chill. B tier.
Oh, I
Okay, so
like
I don't
that
know if
fit.
anybody else out there is going to truly understand my vision, but this is one of, if not my favorite Zoro outfits ever conceived. Cow print fits Zoro so well. This guy loves beef. The only thing he likes more than eating it is causing it. Plus, Zoro would wear a slutty cow costume to a college party. No, I will not elaborate any further.
I really think you should, though.
3S style, Demon Ashura, 3000 Worlds, yada yada, this kicks ass. 3 Musketeers, 3 Gorilla, Charlie's Angels Zoro, solid, A tier.
That's pretty cool.
So damn good. I really wish this is what he was wearing in
Yeah, bro, that's actually pretty cool. I like that.
Elbath. S.
You see, if he was wearing this in Skype, like this screams Skype to me. I guess it's because it's the feathers, you know, and the whole indigenous theme going on. I mean, maybe change the pants to make it fit more for Skype, and like that would be a pretty cool fit. but it, for it to fit in Elbath, I just think you gotta ditch these.
He can even make a fedora look good. How does he do it, chat? Another S. Bro
Okay,
wants to
I
be
get
Captain
down with
Melonhead so bad. You aren't him, kid. D tier. I love Night Zoro. This makes me really want a Fairy Tail Island. A.
Hell yeah.
Military fit from before, but plussed up after 3 more tours of Iraq under his belt. A. Now this is Blue Zoro. S.
I wouldn't put that in S.
Roronoa is the only Straw Hat who could pull this off, at least to this degree. This looks so good on him. S again. Camo on Zoro done right. I didn't think it was possible. A tier. The idea of Zoro in a racing suit is very appealing to me, but in what world would Luffy, Sanji, Usopp, Robin, and Brook not wear a helmet, and he does? That makes no sense to me. Still an A tier, though. I mean, it's good, but it's just a suit. C. I think I already ranted enough about this image in my East Blue cover ranking from a few weeks ago, but Zoro is managing to hold his own on a cover full of tough fits. You rarely see the kid switch up the bandana, but whenever he does, it's always a treat.
Nah, bro, look at this shit, dog. This is... it's like an early 2000s boy band fit, dude. I can't rock with this. This is not the move, dog. This is not the fucking move.
A tier. Moving on from color spreads and covers, we enter the world of One Piece video games with Unlimited Adventure Zoro. F for Final Fantasy. Jack and Daxter Zoro. A tier.
Okay.
So last video we had Luigi Luffy, and I didn't really explain why it is that this exists, and I barely am here either, but just know that One Piece Super Grand...
Yo! The Nico Robin Samus? Bro, this is a profile pic for me. I'm changing this. I'm changing something for this.
Battle X is a 3DS fighting game, and one of Zoro's skins is a Link of Hyrule skin. I might catch some flack for this, but I don't think this is quite as cool as Luigi Luffy. That one felt right in my soul, but this one just kind of feels like he's playing the token swordsman. Probably gonna go B tier. The reason it's so relatively high despite me not catching the vibe is because seeing Zoro cosplay in an official capacity is always gonna be a W, right? Glory be and all hail Takuma Zoro.
True.
Better Elbath fits than the Elbath fit part 395. This is one of those ones that I would not mind seeing him finish the series with. It's like everything he's worn before, but better and elevated. Genuinely feels really good to simply see him with a classic pirate eye patch. S tier. Ah, Zoro in a green suit. Haven't seen that one yet. This is genuinely so draining. I'm writing this at 5 a.m. and I've done nothing but stare at Zoro for 6 days straight. F tier because my life is a malaise.
No, bro, I think he's rocking it. The do-rag actually does a lot for this. It just looks cool to me. You know, you got a little bit of the sloppy thing because of his sheets, making it like look like he didn't really care to put his shirt on, but like you know he's serious, dude. He's serious. I really like. I rate this fit.
Okay, so we've been talking here or there about Zoro wearing real pirate clothes. This is another example, and for me, even though I love black on him, it just doesn't hit as hard. The other Zoro, the third film Z1, gave me the vibe that he was fully actualized. It gave me the sense that he knew what he was truly. Like he had fully come into himself.
I'm looking at this
Pause.
shit, I'm not really
But when I look at this
with
outfit, I see a Zoro with room to grow. The intimidating black fit here almost feels somewhat childish, like he's trying to project an image of himself in people's heads unnecessarily. I like Zoro in black, but more so when he's wearing something chill. My true real Zoro would have a flower printed pirate outfit, and when people call him a girly loser for it, he just sits back because not everything needs a reaction. Zoro relies on his strength, not fashion scare tactics. I think I'm going insane to level with you. I think I just don't really like the fur. B tier. Yonji, if he was cool. Still, you made me think of Yonji. D tier. Zoro looks really good in typically masculine gowns, like his robes. This guy could totally rock a toga. So you'd think that this tailcoat might also be a good vibe based on the silhouette alone.
Yeah, it kind of has the Loki vibe. I mean, I like it, but I guess I'm a sucker for suits, dog. I think suits are cool.
But this is egregious and frankly hard to look at. This is terrible. F tier.
I would have put it in F, bro. I if I was being nice, I'd put it in B. At least for me, you know.
I got no clue when or where or why he wore this, but it's clearly giving Wano, adding to the already massive pantheon of them in this video. Seriously, like 10% of all the Zoro outfits are just differently colored gowns, and this one is just as okay as all the others. C tier.
I think it's fine.
Here's how Zoro looked in Cross Epoch, a collab between Oda and Toriyama from back in 2006. It's also giving off a sort of Wano-ness to it, but more of a winter Wano look. It seems really nice, and I'd actually quite like to see this one in color. I can't quite put it in A in case the colors are horrendous, but B seems like a nice home for it. Gotta level with you, I think Sanji pulls off the red much better than his cohort here. I absolutely adore this undershirt, and if Zoro took off the overcoat and just rocked the red pants and the shirt, this could be an S tier. But the two-piece bright red suit feels very Y2K, half outdated and half nostalgic. Reminds me of like a 2007 music video. Hard to place, really. I think I feel good about
Still an A, though.
low A tier.
Okay.
I didn't even think I'd get one Zoro cosplay in this video, and I got like 3. I gotta say though, bud, whoever hooked you up with this wig did you dirty. That is not Snow White. You got scammed off Temu.
Wait, where did this come from? Where did you say it came from?
I didn't even think I'd get one Zoro cosplay in this video, and I got like 3. I gotta say though, bud, whoever hooked you up with this wig did you dirty. That is not Snow White. You got scammed off Temu. E tier. I hope this is forgotten.
Nah, dude.
Here's a 1994 prototype Zoro from when he was known as Samurai Ryuma. Between the black hair and one sword, this really looks nothing like Zoro, but there's still something ever-present about his soul imbued into this design. I wonder if this is what the Wano / Thriller Bark Samurai Ryuma looked like in life. God forbid they ever do some sort of multiverse One Piece series of some kind, I wouldn't mind seeing Ryuma here reimagined for the modern day. It's interesting. C tier. Or what if somebody had like the version?
Does he know that Monster exists? Has he seen Monster? Cause that's Ryuma right there.
Verse fruit or something and could pull from other multiverses? That could be interesting. And if you think that's not possible, you clearly haven't seen Jewelry Bonnie use her fruit anytime recently. Shit is getting crazy nowadays. I can't really see anything here but a guy cosplaying Zoro. Pretty successfully, might I add, but as a depiction of his pre-existing fit, it's pretty good. I like it a hell of a lot more than Luffy's live-action fit, that's for sure. Zoro's is just as good as what it was based off of.
I do think that it's very nice. He does give the Zoro vibe, you know. I respect it.
C. So even though I talked about all the video games earlier in the video, I saved one game's outfit choices for the very end, because it has some of my absolute favorite designs of the day. Even Wild Pirate Zoro and Memorial Treasure Zoro are there, otherwise known as Cow and Blue Zoro. So you already know this game is spitting heat.
Hell yeah.
Voyage Log Zoro is, in my opinion, a solid but not flawless classic pirate design. To me, it's the stepping stone between the Black Coat Zoro and the film Z Zoro, which would place it firmly in A, which I think is very fair.
I'd put it in
Like
C.
our prices.
No ungodly idea what this game actually is, but it gave us Bowling Zoro, so I think I'll just shut my mouth and keep on ranking.
Yo. I want this shirt. This is a hype shirt. I would wear this shirt. shit. Dude.
A tier.
This is an S tier for me.
In practice, this Zoro is like pretty ugly. This guy should never attempt to wear a top hat again. But on
Yo, this is pretty cool. I like the Perona references.
paper, this one is kind of incredible. C tier, but I want fan art of him in this with Perona on my desk by 3 o'clock or you're fired.
Thank you. Yes.
Somehow Cowboy Zoro isn't as cool as Cowboy Zoro, but it's Cowboy Zoro. That's the S-est S tier that ever asked. They made a figure out of this. I need it. I'm going to leave my P.O. box
I do
address in
like
the
that.
description, and
I
unless
do
one of
like
you
that.
sends this to me, I'm going to delete
Pretty
my
hype.
entire channel. Thank
He
you.
looks a little yassified though, dude. Let me tell you.
And finally, this one is just a tad bit gaudy, but I kind of love it. I've said this like 3 times in this video, but once again, if he actually did wear something this bright and bombastic at the end of the series when he's finally claimed his title as the strongest swordsman in the world, I'd be more than happy. Although the real greatest swordsman
Nah, I don't like it. It's see, this is a little too much for me. The blue with the hair, it kind of does not look good. It feels like he found a random shirt and he put it on because what else is he gonna put on?
fit would probably have a
red?
little bit more green
Not a big fan of the red cape.
in there if we're telling ourselves the truth. Maybe as the master swordsman outfit and not the greatest swordsman outfit, this is just the prelude. I mean, hell, this could be what he wears in his fights against Mihawk, Shanks, Shiryu, or Tashigi to claim the title he's always fought for. And Captain Shu, I didn't forget. But this is just special to me. Donning the crown of the king before it's even his, cocky as ever. I'd have it no other way. Triple S. And there you have it. Humor me while I play you out with my top 20 Zoros of all time. Just like last video, I had to get that 100 plus in the thumbnail, so you already know that there's exactly 101 Zoros featured in this video. But these are the ones that really stood above and beyond. Overall, Zoro's chart of fits is much more top-heavy than Luffy's was. Zoro is now our most consistent fit thrower on the whole crew. Nami is up next, and I'm half excited and half terrified. I already know you're not going to be able to control yourselves in the comments. I'm not looking forward to it.
100 likes.
Huge shout out to my patrons for supporting me through thick and thin. Hoops McCann, Noisy Pitta, Craig, Cabra, Seraph, Sleepy, and Blue. There's a lot going on over there nowadays on the Patreon, and I won't bore you with it now, but if you're interested, go check it out. Jalamoth.com. You know what to do. As always, thanks for watching, and stay curious.
I really like that Robin one for the Chopper Man villain. The Robin one, that one looks fun. But anyway, yeah, that was a fun video to watch. You know, I don't agree with all of the stuff that he says, but I'm just happy that he put Just Rosa in S. Again, that for me, that's like a top 5 fit for Zoro, top 5. But yeah, you know, that was a great video. Yeah, I'm glad that I watched that, and yeah, don't forget to check out my channel. 100 likes, and I'll watch that Nami video when it comes out. If maybe I'll watch it anyway. But yeah, you know, hope you guys have a good time, and peace out.